Combat Proficiency competition is underway in Abuja, bringing together military personnel in a series of demanding exercises designed to test their readiness, discipline, and professional competence. The competition goes beyond determining who performs best. It provides the Nigerian Army with an opportunity to evaluate how effectively its personnel can respond to pressure, work as a team, and demonstrate the skills required in real operational environments. The exercise begins with physically demanding activities, including an obstacle course. The challenges participants on endurance, agility, coordination, and mental resilience. According to the Guards Brigade commander, the competition is also aimed at identifying individual strengths, developing leadership capacity, and building stronger teamwork among personnel. He says such exercises reinforce the warrior ethos and help ensure that officers and soldiers remain prepared for the demands of military operations.
Esteemed observers from Army Headquarters, distinguished invited guests, the Chief Judge, officers, participants of Guards Brigade Combat Proficiency 2026, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be here today to declare open the Guards Brigade Combat Proficiency Competition 2026. I commend the Commander, Guards Brigade, for sustaining this important training initiative, which underscores the Brigade's commitment to professionalism, combat readiness, and operational excellence. Military effectiveness depends largely on the ability of leaders to demonstrate sound tactical judgment, physical fitness, and mastery of basic soldiering skills. This competition provides an excellent opportunity to assess individual competence, strengthen leadership, foster teamwork, and reinforce the warrior ethos expected of every Nigerian Army officer. Training remains the cornerstone of military professionalism and the foundation of operational success. Let me just remind us that the more you train in peacetime, the less you bleed in war. Regardless of the security environment, a well-trained force is better equipped to respond effectively to emerging threats, adapt to changing operational realities, and accomplish assigned missions. It is through realistic, progressive, and continuous training that officers develop the knowledge, confidence, and leadership qualities required to command troops under demanding conditions. I am therefore pleased to note that the Guards Brigade continues to accord training the priority it deserves. Despite its numerous operational, ceremonial, and administrative commitments, the conduct of this competition clearly reflects that commitment and the Guards Brigade's resolve to sustain high training standards, enhance combat readiness, and develop officers who are physically fit, tactically proficient, and capable of providing effective leadership in both conventional and contemporary operational environments. I am pleased that the program has been carefully designed to test participants on key military competencies, including physical fitness, map reading, combat swimming, obstacle crossing, skill at arms, and shooting. These events reflect the realities of contemporary operations and will undoubtedly sharpen professional competence, resilience, and confidence. Beyond identifying outstanding performance and operational preparedness across the brigade, to all participants, I encourage you to approach this exercise with determination, discipline, and healthy rivalry. Compete fairly, uphold the highest standards of professionalism, and always place safety above personal ambition. Remember that the true value of this competition lies not only in winning, but also in improving your individual and collective capacity to accomplish future operational tasks. I commend the Central Organizing Committee, judges, umpires, and all support personnel for the commitment and meticulous planning that have gone into the preparation for this competition. I urge you to discharge your responsibilities with professionalism, fairness, and impartiality throughout the competition. To the participants, I encourage you to make the most of the opportunity, learn from one another, and strengthen the bonds of comradeship that define our profession. On this note, it is my singular honor and privilege to formally declare the Guards Brigade Combat Proficiency Competition 2026 open. Thank you for your attention. May Almighty God continue to bless the Nigerian Army and the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Deputy Chief of Training stresses that continuous training is essential to maintaining professional standards within the military. As personnel push themselves through the various challenges, the focus remains on building the physical fitness, combat skills, discipline, and confidence needed to operate effectively under intense pressure. For the Guards Brigade, the competition is therefore more than a contest. It is part of an ongoing effort to assess performance, identify areas for improvement, and keep personnel prepared for the responsibilities of protecting lives and national security ultimately. The exercise reinforces a fundamental principle of military service. Readiness is built through constant training, discipline, and the ability to perform when it matters most.